Random wrestling live stream. You'll excuse the slightly out of breath start to the live stream. Just been to the gym, just on my way home. This has turned into a bit of a habit this now. In lovely Wellington Place in Leeds, and I'm just going to go and find somewhere to sit. Those of you who are waiting for the Raw and WWE wrap up, really sorry, but basically I haven't watched it. So I've actually been going to the gym, as you might have noticed. No? Okay, fair enough. I've been going to the gym recently on like a... the way it's worked out, I've been going to the gym on like a Tuesday in Leeds. And, here we go, I can sit down now. Brilliant. I've been going to the gym on Tuesdays just because that's the kind of the way it's been working out. And long story short, it's kind of interfering with the old WWE live stream. So long story short, I might actually have to start doing that on a Wednesday. I'm not too sure. I'm going to try and see if I can start going to the gym on Wednesday, basically. Ideally that would be better because then I could do both things. But leave that one with us, and hopefully we will get back to your regular televised wrestling treats, basically. I was trying to think of a good way to end that sentence. So basically, folks, I'm not going to be on for long this evening, so if anyone does end up watching, just leave any comments that you want or whatever. It's a bit of a weird one, this one, because I probably would have led with this, obviously, reviewing Monday Night Raw. Had I actually seen the whole thing. Obviously, I've seen the highlights. I know roughly what's happened. Obviously, shout out to Bronson Reed. Looks like he's now out of WrestleMania as well. Honestly, I don't know what's going on with the Vision, but it's like the most cursed faction I've ever seen in my entire life. You've got Bronson's out, Breaker's out, Rawlins is out. Apparently, there's potentially something up with Theory as well. I don't know if that's true, but I'm not entirely sure what they're going to do with Theory and Logan, to be honest. So I will end up watching WWE Raw. Like I said, I've seen bits and pieces of it, but the main thing I just wanted to concentrate on was AJ Styles. By the way, I'm extremely sorry for the crappy thumbnail. Kind of sums AJ Styles up, really, because I was looking for a picture to use for the thumbnail for AJ, and I basically didn't have one. The only reason I've got that thumbnail is because I've taken a picture off a YouTube short that I did about 2 years ago, and I was like, Jesus, that's the only thing that I've got of AJ Styles, which kind of sums the man up, really. Like I said, I'm just going to shoot from the hip this one. I haven't really prepared anything, but I suppose I'm just really, really sad that AJ Styles has actually gone. As in actually gone, because to be honest, I was one of those people. Let's have a look. J-Sec. Hi, J-Sec. How you doing? You all right? I was one of those people that I was adamant. Every wrestling fan I knew that it was a work. As soon as Gunther beat AJ, I just basically stood up, and my son was like, "Oh, Daddy, is AJ going to be finished?" I was like, "It's a work, son. Don't worry about it. It's a work." And I was completely convinced by this. I was more convinced last week, because when they started announcing like a tribute night to AJ Styles, I was just like, well, I mean, surely it's got to be a work, surely. They'll do some sort of thing with Gunther, and then obviously Gunther comes out last night, and I was like, well, it'll do some sort of thing where AJ challenges him to a match at WrestleMania, and basically if you beat Gunther, you end up back in WWE, blah, 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 blah. Something along them lines. And I was just expecting that was what it was going to be. And then what happened actually happened last night. Hey, Finn, how you doing, mate? You all right? How you doing, son? And then what happened last night? Sorry, that's just a car going past. What happened last night. Obviously, first things first, congratulations to AJ Styles for getting in the Hall of Fame. That was a very cool moment with Taker inducted him. Obviously, AJ was favoured enough to have Undertaker's last ever match. So obviously he respects him very much. I think him and AJ have crossed over quite a bit, actually. But I think when I saw the Undertaker thing, it finally got real because I was like, and I know other Hall of Famers obviously have gone on to carry on wrestling. Obviously, I mean, there's a couple of Hall of Famers that are still in WWE now, I think, give or take. But it's generally for when people retire. And when Taker came out, obviously I was pleased for AJ, but I was just like, huh, that's it, isn't it? That's AJ gone. And let me just, I'm great. Thank you, man. How are you? I'm just going to get onto that Finn, actually. Also, GOAT. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Samuel, how you doing, Samuel? You all right? Undertaker also announced Stephanie McMahon. But yeah, I know. He seems to be the Hall of Fame announcer bloke at the minute, Taker. I mean, it's good, but I don't know, it's a bit random. It's just like, is Undertaker going to introduce everyone of note to the Hall of Fame? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an honour for AJ, and I'm sure he was absolutely, like, made up by it, but I think, to be honest, when I saw Taker come out, I was really pleased for AJ, but this is I'm going to sound like a right bloody idiot now, to be honest, because this is a professional wrestler at the end of the day. I've been in the same building as AJ Styles for about 7 hours in my life. Never met the bloke, never had a conversation with him. Only ever seen him on TV. I've seen him at 2 house shows, which I'll talk about in a bit. But I'll be completely honest, guys. I'm an honest lad and I shoot straight. I had a lump in my throat, to be honest, earlier in the day when I watched it. We didn't quite get to tears because that would have been quite embarrassing, because when I watched it I was actually on the bus going to work and there would have been a lot of people going, what the fuck is this guy doing? But yes, I managed just about to suppress that, but I was like, I've been all right most of the day. It's probably because of my like mental health stuff that I had like last year and like trace memories of all that crap, to be honest. But I don't know. I just feel a bit numb, to be honest. It's like, look, it's not like look, no one's died at the end of the day. AJ Styles is happy and healthy. He's got his family. He's got out. He's made his money, and he can enjoy the rest of his retirement. He can go on to work in wrestling, maybe get a podcast or whatever he wants to do. AJ Styles will go on to have a decent life, and that's the main thing. He can have a happy life for his family. So, shout out to AJ. Getting out just before you're 50 years old of any profession is a very, very good accomplishment, so shout out to him. But I don't know, I just feel very selfish saying this. I wasn't ready to say goodbye to AJ Styles. It totally caught me by when they did that stipulation with Gunther. I was just like, don't be ridiculous, they're not going to retire him before WrestleMania. And then obviously it happened. I was like, well, like I said before, it's a work, surely. This is not going to retire AJ Styles in that manner, because it was just so random, to be honest. Cena has to be in the Hall of Fame next year. I think they'll do that. I think he's one of the big ones that they've got left. Obviously, they've got him. You'd imagine Brock Lesnar will be in it within the next 3 to 4 years, give or take. I mean, who else have you got? I mean, CM Punk will be in it in, 4 or 5 years, you'd imagine, because I'd imagine Punk, and this is going to break my heart, Punk is going to be I mean, Punk's roughly the same age as AJ, so if you are a CM Punk fan like me, a lot of these dudes seem to be retiring, and this isn't even my era anymore. My era was the Attitude Era. Obviously, I've seen Taker, Austin, Kane, Shawn Michaels. I mean, I know The Rock's kind of still active, but he's not really. Obviously, Road Dogg, Billy Gunn. Well, Billy Gunn's actually still, technically, strictly speaking. By the way, if anyone hasn't seen Billy Gunn, check him out. He looks like he's about 20 years old. Like, the bloke's in, like, absolutely magnificent shape, honestly. Like, I'm a straight guy with a wife, but I think I probably would. You know, it's not my joke. But no, honestly, shout out to Billy Gunn. The bloke looks absolutely jacked, absolutely bloody magnificent, to be honest. So yeah, a lot. I mean, all my era have gone. I mean, obviously the NWO have all gone in. Obviously Flair went in years and years and years ago, and so on and so forth. Macho Man and so on and so forth. But it's the era after my era that are all retired. I mean, there's someone like Dave Bautista, and people are like, oh, Bautista will be in the Hall of Fame, and it's probably because I spent most of my 20s and 30s drinking and partying and going to Ibiza and places like that. So I've probably lost track of time and stuff. But like, why is Dave Bautista in the Hall of Fame? He was like 23 a minute ago. What is going on? You know what I mean? So there we go. But yeah. Let's have a look. Randy, yes, definitely Finn. Yeah, thank you, Finn. Randy will definitely go in, obviously. Roman, definitely go in. Oh, God, I hope not Balor just yet. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I don't mean that. I mean, I hope Balor goes in. But I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, Balor's only just turned 40. But then again, to be honest, I mean, Cody's just turned 40. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, the guys that you're watching at the minute, I mean, it's really weird. Dominic Mysterio's like, someone told the other day he's actually 29. I was like, get out of here. He's about 4 years old. And it's like, and I looked at it, it's like, Dom Mysterio's 29. It's like, how the bloody hell did that happen? He was like in a custody of Dom match with Eddie Guerrero a minute ago. So yeah, this is why you don't drink, kids. You start losing all track of time and stuff. But yeah, KO and the Usos, yeah, they'll definitely go in. Well, I mean, to be honest, Finn, I think Kevin Owens might go in a lot quicker than you think, to be honest, because I hope I'm wrong, and I hope that is work. That injury doesn't look good, and I mean, obviously, it's been quite. I mean, maybe they're just doing it for a big bit reveal for WrestleMania or something. I don't know, but I hope KO can come back because he's one of my favourites. He has been for a good 15 years. I watched KO in Ring of Honor, let alone in WWE when he was Kevin Steen, and he was absolute. To be honest, I actually prefer the Kevin Steen character to the Owens one. Like I said, I love Kevin Owens, but Kevin Steen in Ring of Honor was absolutely just golden. If you haven't watched Ring of Honor, I watched it for about a year and a half, so this was 14-15 years ago. I definitely encourage you guys. I'm not being patronising or anything, but if you want to see proper wrestling, Nigel McGuinness, Bryan Danielson, I'm trying to figure out, obviously Samoa Joe, I think AJ was in it for a time, obviously Punk was in Ring of Honor, like, so many of these people went through ROH. I mean, I know ROH is property now for AEW, but the original ROH was just, I mean, some of the wrestling was just absolutely fantastic. Tommaso Ciampa, he was like a huge heel in ROH, and obviously Kevin Steen was superb. There was a mysterious wrestler called El Generico as well, who no one's ever found out who he is. Yeah, anyway, I'll leave you young people to try and work that one out. But yeah, let's have a look. Ozzy Osbourne is in the WWE Hall of Fame. He is, yes, he is. Hey, Tasha, how you doing? You all right, Tash? How you doing? The Rock hasn't gone in yet. Nope, he hasn't got it in. I'm sure The Rock will definitely go in, Finn. He's definitely going to go in. Gunther has to go in. I don't want Gunther to go in because he's a butthead. No, obviously in like real life, mate, for what he's done for wrestling, yeah, definitely Gunther has to go in, because obviously he's had his run in the independents. He did really good as Walter before he became Gunther in NXT, NXT UK. I mean, he was a big man then. I mean, the man is shredded now. I mean, I don't think I've seen a body transformation like that's a fair play to Gunther. Hey, Carl Britton, how you doing? You all right? It's me from a few days ago because I have to go BEC. It was 2:30. I do remember. Yes. Yes, you had to go to bed because it was like 3 or 4 in the morning or something? Oh yeah, you just put it, yeah, 2:30, yeah. Well, thank you for watching me at that time in the morning. I wouldn't watch me at that time in the morning. I wouldn't watch me at all, to be honest. I'm just a bit of an idiot. So, but thank you for watching anyway. But yeah, folks, basically, to go back to the AJ thing, like I said, I'm not going to be on for too long, waffling along, so just forgive me for being a bit of a weirdo, but I don't know if it's mental health things. Like I said, you guys know that I had a bit of a thing last year. I'm all right now and everything. Life's good. Doing well in work and this, that, and the other. Good family behind me. Yada yada yada. But I'm not doing good with AJ retiring, and I can't put my finger on why. Obviously, I've watched AJ Styles for I started watching him in TNA Impact which was 2007, 2008. So I've been nearly watching AJ Styles for like, well, between 18 and 20 years, something like that. So you know what I mean? He's more than earned his right to retire. And at the end of the day, man, he's nearly 50 years of age. And obviously, I know wrestlers retire at this sort of age, but I can't put my finger on it. I think it's just because, obviously, with Cena, and that was to do with marketing and merchandise, obviously, because they were always going to make a huge ton of money out of that. But with Cena, at least you knew, right, we've got him for a year. And I don't know, when Kurt Angle retired, like you knew roughly. I still have not forgiven WWE for letting Bishop Dyer beat Kurt Angle in his last ever WWE appearance. Bishop Dyer is Baron Corbin, for those keeping score, by the way. No offense to Baron, he's a good wrestler, but no, not for me. But yeah, in terms of AJ, I think with Cena, like I said, you knew that you had a year. And same thing with Shawn Michaels. Like, obviously it wasn't that long, but when they threw out the retirement angle for him and Taker way back when, I think I want to say that was the start of January, maybe February. So you had a bit of time to get used to it, you know what I mean? But this was just like, this just came out of literally. If I think I'm right in saying there was one Raw, a second Raw, possibly a third, then the Royal Rumble, and then Styles was good. I think this all happened in the space of 2.5 weeks, maybe, something along them lines. And I'm just like, I think that's the thing that's done my head in. It's just, to quote Doctor Who, I don't want to go, basically. I am, honestly, it's not me, honestly, guys, it's not me being attention seeking. I'm, like I said, I'm a straight shooter. I say what I think. I'm really going to miss AJ Styles, as in really, really going to miss him. I just don't think I appreciated how good, how fantastic that bloke was in the ring. I always knew he was phenomenal. Yes, pardon the pun. And I knew I was watching a great, great professional wrestler, but I did not appreciate just how wonderful AJ Styles was. I mean, if you've not seen TNA, not the TNA now, obviously, but if you've not seen TNA from like 2000, before Bischoff and Hogan came in and affected the program, shall we say. Yes, I don't want to start a WCW war, but yes, I'll just leave that where it lies. Pre that, when it was just Dixie Carter running TNA, it was TNA was on fire. You had Robert Roode, you had AJ Styles, you had not Motor City Machine. Oh, actually, no, yeah, no, Guns were in it as well. You had James Storm, the Cowboy. Who else did you have? Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, all these. And honestly, the TNA roster between, let's say 2000 and, I don't know, for argument, 2007 to 2010, I would put that up against most rosters other than the Attitude Era. It was that good. And AJ Styles was, I mean, I'd thoroughly recommend AJ Styles versus Bobby Roode, the feud that they had. If you want to see some good wrestling, they had a fantastic, fantastic program. There was AJ Styles, Chris Daniels. I mean, wow, they had some great matches. AJ, obviously, Samoa Joe. I mean, that's probably my favourite feud as well in WWE, just because I was a massive TNA fan. I absolutely loved the program between AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. It was fantastic, especially when they brought AJ's wife and his daughter into the program. It just, those two really sold that angle, and it was absolutely fantastic. So I'd say overall, Samoa Joe is definitely AJ Styles' best ever opponent. For me, obviously, if you're a WWE fan, you're going to say John Cena, but like, I'd have to go with Samoa Joe personally. I would have loved to have seen a few more matches with CM Punk, because I thought that was a bloody brilliant match the other day. I'm so glad AJ had it. I mean, looking back now, I mean, I don't know if you could have just had Punk drop the belt, maybe for that night, to give Styles a world heavyweight title. But then obviously the trouble is, if Gunther then retires him, then Gunther would then have to be world heavyweight champion, unless you switch the belt back on the SmackDown or something like. I don't know. There is still a part of me. Sorry, folks. I'll read the comments in a minute, because I'm waffling on. I know that. There is still a part of me that a tiny 2% that maybe thinks Giant work. But I mean, then obviously the sensible part of me is like, well, I mean, why? What, what would be the point going, haha, AJ's not actually retired? Because then people would be like, well, yeah, we're pleased, but what was the point in that? I mean, obviously, I know Mark Henry did the fake retirement, but that was a fake retirement, and then he slammed John Cena in that garish and at the same time wonderful pink suit. If you don't know what I'm on about, by the way, just type in Mark Henry pink suit. I mean, Jesus Christ. I ain't telling Mark Henry that he can't wear a pink suit, you know what I mean? But yeah, he actually looked quite good in it, to be fair. Which, if I saw Mark Henry, I would say, yes, Mr. Henry, you look really good. But yeah, to be honest, folks, like I said, just to finish off before I read the comments, I suppose basically, and I know this is really stupid for a 46-year-old man, but obviously, look, I love professional wrestling. Stupid thing out of all my entertainment stuff behind Liverpool Football Club professional wrestling is I honestly don't know. I know it sounds really stupid. I don't know what I'd do without pro wrestling in my life. That it would be such a huge void. Literally, it's been in my life since the Attitude Era, and that's starting in '96. I mean, this is like 30 odd years, and even when wrestling's been crap, I've always had it on. Even when I've fallen off of it, I've always got back into it. When I fall out with WWE, I end up getting back into TNA, which took me back to WWE, and then I fell out with WWE, and then got back with AEW, and then got back into WWE, and so on and so forth. So it's very rare that I've not had professional wrestling in my life, and basically, it just sucks that AJ Styles is not going to be there. I guess that's the top headline. And look, this is an angry man literally shouting up to the sky, like literally dark sky in Leeds. Check this out. Yep, not CGI. I am actually outdoors in Leeds. But yeah, no, I suppose the one thing that I'd just like to say, not that he's ever going to hear this, and I'd love to tell the man to his face, I'd just like to say thank you, AJ Styles. You are phenomenal, and you are without doubt, one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. And I'm really going to miss you, mate. I'm really, really going to miss you. My son's going to miss you. My son calls AJ Styles P-Man, and I was like, why on earth do you call him P-Man for? And it's like, the thing he does with his hands, Daddy. I was like, what the hell is my son talking about? And I suddenly went, oh, right, so it's when he puts the gloves together, and he actually thinks that's AJ Styles' name, P-Man, and it's like, I don't think he'd want to be called P-Man for obvious, hilarious reasons, but, so, yeah, obviously the son's gutted as well. I mean, I just thought we had a few more years of AJ. I thought that maybe I'd take my son to go and see him, and he wasn't at the tour that we went to last year in Leeds, and yeah, he's not going to see AJ Styles wrestle now. And the last time I saw him was in Manchester 15 years ago for TNA, and yeah, I mean, at least that's a good thing. I got to see AJ Styles at his prime in TNA. I saw him at 3 Manchester house shows, I want to say 2000. Let me know, by the way, if you went to any of the TNA house shows randomly, the older people. I want to say 2009, 2012, and possibly 2014, give or take, is when I saw AJ, and he was, again, I keep saying phenomenal, but literally, that's probably the reason why he gets called it. He was phenomenal. One of the best wrestlers that I've seen in real life, by some considerable, but I mean, it's probably because it's still Raw, but I think I'm very tempted to put AJ Styles in my personal top 10. He wouldn't go in the top 5 for me by any stretch of the imagination. My top 5 is still probably going to be Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, just because the impact he had, The Rock, possibly Kurt Angle, and then it'd be a toss-up between CM Punk and Bret Hart. Something along them lines anyway. Each to their own. I mean, it depends what your poison is at the end of the day. Let me just stand up for a minute. Yeah, my back's kind of seized up, guys, because I have. Your boy's been to the gym tonight, by the way. That's why I look so sexy at the minute. I can assure you my wife would not agree with that one. Look at bloody state of you, lad. But yeah, top headline, folks, is I'm just struggling with this a little bit. I'll be all right tomorrow. Look, I'm actually going to go to a boozer on the way home, get myself a nice glass of red, chill out for a little bit. I actually don't have to be in work till late tomorrow afternoon, so I'm going to go home, watch a film, get a takeaway, have a bit of a chill out, cheer myself up. But yeah, I'm just a bit sad that AJ Styles has gone, basically. I appreciate how stupid this actually sounds, but I'm genuinely, and I'll stop waffling now and read the comments, I'm just really, really going to miss the bloke, so yeah. Let me read your comments, guys, because I'm being rude and not reading them. Let's have a look. He's retired 3 wrestlers and counting. There's no way you don't put him in. Yeah, Finn, he'll definitely be in, but I think Gunther's going to be wrestling for a good 15 years, mate. Yeah, because I mean, I think Gunther's, what is he, 31? Is that right? 31, 32? He'll be, with his cardio and conditioning, Gunther is going to be wrestling for bare minimum at least the next 15 years, I would have thought. At least the next 15 years. I suspect that Open Challenge might be for Gunther, actually, because I've heard that Lesnar's done an Open Challenge. I mean, it's either got to be Gunther or Obafemi. Surely it's got to be one of them two, unless it's going to be, unless Bron Breakker's actually fit. I don't know. Or maybe Fatu. I mean, well, yeah, I mean, that's the field. I mean, it's not going to be anyone outside of that, surely. And, well, I suppose unless Cody lost the Elimination Chamber, but I can't see anyone else winning that other than him. Although, lol, if it was Javon Evans, my son would be really, really pleased, by the way. Javon Evans, now that AJ's gone, is, like, his favourite wrestler because, like, Javon Evans is basically just like a big version of my son, basically. He's that hyper, and he really, really likes him. So yeah, there we go. Michael Cole has to go in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, definitely, Finn. I actually think that you won't believe this, mate, but I wasn't a fan of Michael Cole way back when. I was always a huge Jim Ross guy. So good old JR. Obviously, when I started watching, it was Jim Ross. Vince McMahon, would you believe, was actually a commentator back in the day. And you had Jesse the Body Ventura, you had Macho Man Randy Savage was on the desk for a while, you had Jim Cornette, have I said Jerry Lawler? Yes. And then they started bringing Michael Cole in, and at the time, me and the lads used to watch WWE, and this was like 90, I want to say it was 97 or 98, and we were like, who the hell's this little weasel, basically, and we were just like, who is this bloke? And then Jim Ross had his Bell's palsy thing, which was the thing that affected his face and stuff. And then Cole came in for a little bit, and then they kind of alternated it between him and Cole, and eventually Jim Ross left WWE in, Christ, now it must be a good 10 years now, I would have thought. And then Michael Cole took it on, and obviously they did that thing with the coal mine, which didn't help, because it was just, whoever had the idea of having a heel commentator. I know Josh Matthews did the same in TNA in and around the same time. It's just like, guys, it doesn't, a play-by-play person is a heel. You don't do it with an actual commentator, because it just makes the whole presentation sound bloody stupid. So I never understood why they did that, but yeah, no, definitely Michael Cole. I have warmed to him over the years, and he's a fantastic commentator now. So yeah, I definitely agree with that, Finn. Let's have a look. Oh, Master, how you doing, Oh, Master? How you doing, mate? You're all right, bro. I remember this dude on TNA. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's yes, Carly. That's where I first saw AJ as well. That's my personal favourite of AJ Styles. Oh, not the Diddy person again. No, Pratham. I'm a father. I don't particularly care for paedophiles and nonces. Thank you. So no, that would be a no. Hey, DT, how you going, mate? You're all right. Hi, mate. Just to say that I'm. Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, I'm glad I could help 8990. I hope it was really good and satisfying. Yeah, yeah, nice to see you, DT. I actually saw you a bit earlier. I had you in the background on my. Oh, actually, let me clarify phrase this. When I was at that place that you go to, that give us all money, I had you in the background on my phone. and then I had to turn you off because someone actually came in, funnily enough. But yeah, I think you were. I can't remember when you were on, but I'm sure you were on earlier. It might have been a replay or something like that. But then a person came along and you had to be removed from the screen, which was obviously my phone. If you smell what the rock is cooking, basically. Yes, there we go. That sounds amazing. Grant Hindle. Hello, Grant Hindle. Grant Hindle thinks I am funny. Yeah, cool, that's fine. I am quite funny, but right, guys, I'm going to take you with me for a couple of minutes because I'm going to be completely honest. I've just been to the gym. I've had a long, hard day's worth of work, and I'm going to take you with me, and I'm going to buy myself a tiny bottle of rum, and I'm going to get some guava juice as well, and I'm going to get a takeaway, which completely contradicts the whole going to the gym. I might even go to Wetherspoons. If you know Leeds, by the way, it'll be, if anyone knows Beckett Bank in Leeds, you may see me in there in possibly the next 10 minutes having a glass of red wine. But I am actually that tired that I might just go and get some. I think just getting a small bottle of rum and getting a kebab might actually be a better idea. In fact, I'll show you where I am if you want to go come for an explore with me. So this is Leeds. This is the good bit of Leeds. Yeah, so this is Wellington Place. It's actually a really, really nice place. It's been really, really cool for me during my mental health struggles. That obviously DT and Finn and people like that know about, and shout out to them. It's just like Leeds has a lot of problems, but we do one thing Leeds has got a lot of is these really good little quiet areas that no one seems to know about. And when I was off work, obviously I had to spend a lot of time sort of on my own stuff and sorting my shit out and sorting my head out and stuff like that. And I just needed to come to places that were a bit quiet, where I could have a think and just literally be outside. I sound like depression talks now. Yeah, no, when I was going through, this is like a completely separate thing to AJ Styles, if you wonder what the hell I'm talking about. When I was going through like my depression, anxiety and GAD diagnosis last year, there was a really nice lady who I spoke to who was just like, you need to go outdoors and appreciate just being outside. And at the time, and this is really, really awful, I don't want to be rude to the lady because she was really good for me, I was like, what on earth are you on about? It's like, what use is being outside and being quiet and looking at nature going to do me? Honestly, guys, it's if you're struggling with that sort of thing, definitely do it, because it worked wonders for me, absolute wonders. The only weird thing is now, I like sort of being outside, like going home after the gym and stuff. Sorry, I'll put myself back on there. Yeah, just because it makes me feel, I don't know, that possibly DC might know what I'm on about with this, but like, I'm just trying to think. It brings you a bit of inner peace. I don't know how to describe it. Like being outside when it's a little bit, it's nice and cool. Just being outside in the fresh air. It's a bit dark. There's not many people about. It's really, really helped me mental health wise, which is why sometimes you see me live streaming, wandering around the streets of Leeds like an utter and complete moron. But there we go. So yeah. Yeah. That's probably about it, guys, to be honest, because like I said, I'm going to try and hit an off licence, because I sound like a bloody alky, don't I? Yeah, again, like I said, for the people who were expecting to see the Monday Night Raw live stream, really sorry, but basically, I haven't watched it yet again. I'm on this run of things at the moment where I meant to do Liverpool live streams, I meant to do wrestling, AEW. Allegedly I'm meant to be doing like a post live stream reaction to Scream. I'm actually a massive horror movie fan. I really love the Scream franchise. I've loved it literally for about 30 years. So I'm gonna try and do something like that as well on Friday, because I'm hoping to go and see Scream as soon as I finish work, but I don't actually get paid till Why am I telling you about Scream for? It's really random. Yeah, basically, I'm hoping to see Scream and then basically do like an out of cinema reaction kind of thing. But yeah, sorry that I've not done the Monday Night Raw. Like I said, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and basically I'll do a live stream tomorrow of Monday Night Raw when I've watched it all. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Basically, hey, Edit Guy, how you doing? Very cool name, by the way. That's definitely one of the best names. Yeah, like I said, folks. Yeah, I just wanted to come on. Thanks for people tolerating me waffling on like a complete idiot in the dark in in the centre of Leeds. But basically, like I said, I've just been struggling a little bit with AJ Styles retiring. I'm all right now, actually, and I've spoken to some people, but I don't know. It's probably just mental health thing with me and just me being a complete. My missus would call me something rhyming with Danny. In fact, if I tell her that I've been in the live stream when I get home crying about AJ Styles, she will probably call me a great big Danny. If you don't know what the rhyming slang is, by the way, younger people, just use your imaginations. But yes, but yeah, thanks everyone for watching, basically, and walking me home. Like I said, I'm going to go and find an office somewhere in Leeds now. Yeah, it's Leeds. There'll be someone that sells beer somewhere. Just to let you guys know that basically I'll be back on tomorrow now, so I'll be doing the proper review of Monday Night Raw, which will be about 10. Well, it'll be 10:30 / whenever I can get the wife to leave the living room. Basically, if I can convince Mrs. Meta to leave the living room at 9:45, then I might just go on at 9:45. And yeah, we can have a chat about Monday Night Raw. So so I'll be watching Monday Night Raw. Well, yeah, actually, I'll be watching Monday Night Raw with my son tomorrow. The whole thing, including the AJ Styles retirement, which I don't know how he's going to cope with that. I'm just going to have to warn him, basically. Yeah, so I'll be on for Monday Night Raw tomorrow. Thursday, I'll be doing AEW Dynamite wrap-up for all the Dynamite fans. Duck Ice, by the way. Very nice work to all the AEW crowd. Incidentally, by the way, if you're a fellow fan of Duck Ice, shall we say, I have a Reddit community which is kind of spelt Duck Ice, but it's also spelt very, very differently if you smell what The Rock is cooking. So if you search Geek Boy Meta on Reddit, I've got a load of communities on there, and the Duck Ice community should be under my channel, basically. So if you'd like to join the Duck Ice movement, you're more than welcome to do so. What else am I doing? Oh yes, yeah, so I'll be on live a little bit on Friday night. I'm just gonna give a bit of reaction to Scream 7 because like I said, I'm a massive horror movie fan. If you're a horror person as well, I've got a playlist called Geek Boy Does Horror. All my playlists are Geek Boy Does something so Geek Boy Does Wrestling, Geek Boy Does Liverpool, horror, blah 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 blah. So yeah, I'll be doing reactions to that. So I'll also be doing spoilers for the film, guys, because obviously it would have been out for 2 days by that point. So if you do not want to know the spoilers for Scream 7, please do not watch please do not watch me on late night on Friday, and I will put it in the description as well, spoiler cast. So do not watch unless you have actually watched the film. Cool, nice one. And then this weekend is insane, basically. I've got what am I doing this weekend again? Right, I'll be doing live reaction to Liverpool versus West Ham. If you are wondering, yes, I am a massive Red. That's probably going to be about 6 o'clock. Wrestling wise, I'll be doing reaction to Elimination Chamber. That's going to be about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So I might be slightly away with the fairies by that point. And I will also then be having 3 hours sleep before getting back up and going with my son to York Comic Con. So I know quite a few of you follow me for Comic Cons and stuff. Thank you for everyone who watched the vlog, by the way, for Leeds Comic Con, which was just over there, basically. Yeah, we're going to, me, my lad, and possibly the missus are going to York Comic Con, which, if you know York Racecourse Ground, yeah, it's going to be there basically. So there'll be a vlog and shorts and this, that, and the other. I'll try and go live, but the race course's Wi-Fi is not necessarily brilliant at times, so I will try and go live if I can do. And then yeah, that'll be on. The vlogs and the shorts will be on probably about 8 o'clock once I've finished uploading them. So I have got like a very, very exciting week. Also as well, it's payday on Friday. Get in. Yeah, by the way, is anyone really getting annoyed with the whole like not having any money after Christmas? Oh, I'm being looked at by a security guard. I better walk away now. You might see me get arrested actually. Ebery Chase scored again. What, as in Eze? We're Arsenal playing tonight? Oh, didn't realise Arsenal were playing this evening. What do you mean from the Tottenham match? Yeah, to be honest, oh, let me have a look at that name. Yes, Ben. To be honest, Ben, like I said, I really wouldn't worry about Arsenal. Like that lead shortening to Manchester City. I've said all season that Arsenal will finish 10 points clear, and I'm still sticking with that. I actually think Manchester City will lose to Arsenal. I think Arsenal will. I don't think they'll hammer them, but I think it will just be a 2-0 or a 3-1. And I think they'll comfortably beat them at the Etihad. And I think Arsenal will end up winning it by about a good 10 points, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but there we go. So yeah, I've got a very, very exciting weekend, folks. Yeah, no, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Looking forward to it. So, thanks everyone for watching me, guys. It's been useful. I quite enjoy doing this now, actually, because basically I just take my phone with me, and you guys basically walk me home from the gym now. Yeah, you can be proud of yourselves. That's what you do now. But yeah, just to end very, very quickly before the security guard comes to arrest me, just wanted to say once again, thank you to AJ Styles. I'm really, really going to miss you, mate. And congratulations on the Hall of Fame. Thank you for everything you've done for the business. Thank you all for the entertainment. And I hope you have a fantastic time with your family and your friends. And I hope you enjoy your retirement. So, yeah, thank you very much, AJ. I'll catch you down the road, mate. Cheers. Right, guys, I'm going to head off. I've got 10 minutes to get to the off licence and go and get some rum. And an extra 20 minutes to get into Wetherspoons to have a glass of wine. So yeah, have a good evening. And hey Johnny La, you all right? How you doing, mate? Yeah, I'm sorry, Johnny, I'm literally just headed off now, but I've got to run to the off licence. That's that's my life now, running for the off licence at 10 to 11 on a weekday. But yes, I'll catch you on another live stream, dude. I'll be back on tomorrow night, mate. Right, guys, I'm going to try and avoid getting run over if I can do. Am I going to get run over? You might see me die. Oh no, you're not going to see me die. Good, excellent. In fact, to tell you what, folks, I'll take you to the off licence because it's literally just around the corner. But yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow, Johnny. Like I said, this was just to say sort of a big thank you to AJ Styles. Yeah, like I said, just again, AJ, I'm going to miss you. Thank you for everything you've done for the business. And yeah, enjoy your retirement, mate. Catch you down the road. Right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Take care, look after yourselves, and enjoy your days, because you never know when you might lose someone that you love. Take care of yourself, guys. Bye-bye.